Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So, Zatanna soul rate is coming. And I did predict this, though granted it was not too hard. So after the On Ice soul rate was first released and then went on cooldown, we had this image being the loading image for it. And as we usually know, the loading image for the newest soul rate usually hints to the next soul rate. And this is what we got, a portal behind, and then we had a few characters coming out of the portal. They were kind of in space, so this was kind of weird, but it was not too hard to make the assumption that's most likely gonna be Zatanna, since she was one of the most voted characters as well in terms of what new characters we would want in Injustice 2 Mobile, all the way back when they did the poll with characters. Now, when a new update gets introduced into the game, a lot of the times you're not going to see all of the updates, because they are also going to introduce content ahead of time, so that you don't need to upgrade to update the game so frequently. And that's good, because a lot of people are running on mobile data and might not have Wi-Fi. The fact it's not great is the size of the updates that's usually extremely huge, but nevertheless, we're getting a little bit off topic. So, since the new update has been introduced in the game, people were able to find some pretty interesting stuff in the data files. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Zatanna soul rates. Yeah, it's confirmed at this point, we're going to get a soul rate where Zatanna is the final boss, and with the soul rates of character-specific bosses that are gonna have their own soul rates, it kind of goes the following way. They're gonna be legendary by default, and their soul rate might come before the release. Actually, no longer comes before the release, because they now drop from the reward by default, so it either comes at the same time with the release or a little bit of time afterwards. So if you get a legendary character into the game, don't yet rule out the possibility that we're going to get soul rate for that specific character. So this is gonna be Zatanna soul rate with final boss Zatanna, so from this we can already assume that there's gonna be a chance to get some Zatanna shards each time you're going to finish this, and this is good, unless you're me and you have terrible luck. Now, we also got some more information about the soul rate in regards to the bosses that are gonna be in the soul rate. We don't have specific information yet in terms of what modifiers each boss is gonna have, but we know the characters that we're going to be fighting, and that's already quite a bit of information to talk about. And tier 1. By the way, huge thanks to the dude who data mined this. I'm not gonna mention the name, because with data miners, some of them want credits, some of them don't want credits, so I don't know, man, but thank you very much nevertheless. This is gonna be tier 1. We got some stuff here. First of all, Vixen and Firestorm, I think no matter what modifiers they're going to add to them, are gonna be punching bags, especially Firestorm, because he's got the swipe from a jump attack, which means that he's never gonna use a special on you if you play it correctly, because if he swipes towards you and you're going to block it, you can re-engage a combo. If he jump attacks towards you, you can engage a combo, because he's not gonna transition straight into a special, so that's gonna be an easy one. Vixen is gonna be manageable enough, I don't see that being too difficult. Atlantic Arm Rockwoman can be a whole different story. I mean, I'm not gonna mind him, I don't know what modifiers they can add to him to make him that much more annoying. It's gonna be fine for me, okay? But there's gonna be a lot of new players that are gonna get hit by that sweet special 2 power draining the whole power bar, so that's not gonna be the best experience for everybody. And just your Green Lantern is yet again quite an annoying boss to fight with, because of his very long range special 2 that you can't cheese out. He's gonna be able to hit you with that from all across the field. He's not the friendliest character to combo interrupt unless you're patient with the 2 hits, which seems for him to be after 3 hits actually. And usually just your Green Lantern characters have kind of creative modifiers added to them, and Green Lantern characters in general. I can't remember a Green Lantern character that's not at the very least one bit annoying, and so I think literally all of them that have been added as bosses or sub-bosses are going to have some sort of hazard. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. And the final boss is going to be Just League Flash. Flash characters are not really combo interruptible, at the very least not for me. You might be better than me at the game, you most likely, I mean, for sure there are people who are better than me at the game, and they're gonna be like, nah bro, you can just combo interrupt me, it's chill. But it's gonna have very long range specials, and you're going to have to be very careful, because if you get stunned, you can get chain stuns. So, not the easiest boss though, I don't think it's gonna be the hardest boss. Yet again, I'm talking about just the character AI. This is tier 1, right? Let's move on to tier 2. Oh boy, the full cast of the Multiverse team. Batwoman, she's fine. She's fine. I don't think she's gonna be too much trouble. She can have quite deceiving basic attack hits because they seem to be slow, but sometimes they're faster than you expect, and sometimes they're actually slower than you expect when you expect them to be fast, and her swipe animation is weird and pushes you off so much even if you block it, but for the most part, no problem. Multiverse Green Lantern, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem because his AI is notorious for being annoying to deal with, and they have since the release of him quite recently, I mean not really recently, like a year ago, updated his AI in terms of the basic attack hits, and when facing him it's just gonna be as annoying with his normal hits that are actually ranged, so that's gonna be a lot of fun to deal with for a lot of people. Multiverse Armor Supergirl, what I'm gonna say about this, thank god she can't stack in and out of the fight, because that would be a little bit of a problem. But other than that, you're going to get a full package most likely. Burning on Special 1 is gonna be a map-wide Special 1, defense increase on Special 2, and huge amounts of damage on the third special, and yet again this is disregarding modifiers. Again, all the characters here are likely or unlikely to keep their specials and the effects of their specials. Usually the thing that can change with characters as they're introduced is the super shield, if they have the super shield ability or not. Like Mythic Wonder Woman here, or Special 2, basically a Special 2 of Mythic Wonder Woman, that's what I'm talking about. That's usually the variable. Other than that, you're going to a lot of times get the ability exactly as they are. Might not have some effects, might have others. And Multiverse Flash, yet again, not the most friendly character to deal with because of his long-range specials, map-wide range specials at that. And yeah, we'll see how this goes as well. I'm wondering if he's gonna counter the tech abilities, because that would kind of suck for tech characters. And we have Mythic Wonder Woman, of course. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain to deal with. Like, regardless of if she has Super Shield, this could go two ways. Actually, three ways. Way number one, she's got the Super Shield. That's gonna be a little bit rough. Way number two, she doesn't have the super shield, but she's got good damage increasing modifiers, and that's gonna be rough because of the armor pierce on special 1. And way number three, no super shield, no crazy modifiers, in which case she's gonna be somewhat manageable, though not the most convenient character to fight. Let's move on to tier 4. Okay, so this man is a joke. No matter what they put on this man, on Justice League Batman, it's gonna be chill. Nightwing and Robin, as long as you play it right, they're gonna be jokes. Like, Blade Master Robin is gonna be a joke regardless. I really don't know what they could add to make this guy challenging, but Nightwing, if you don't mess up, he's gonna be one of the easiest bosses in the game. If you mess up, you might be locked into a little bit of a stun for the entire duration of the fight, so it's gonna be a little bit of a balancing act with Nightwing. Might be easy, might be hard, depends on you. Then we have the Catwoman, and with Catwoman characters, yet again, not the most friendly AI to deal with, and they tend to do a lot of damage usually because of their modifiers when they are added and the dot damage that they can inflict, so we'll see how that goes. And another Red Hood boss. I'm not the biggest fan of Red Hood bosses because his basic attack hits are not the friendliest to combo interruption. We'll see what modifiers he has. He usually relies on modifiers because his basic hit, other than being annoying, is not really doing that much damage or that much stuff. Tier 4. Blue Beetle, easy. Cyborgs are not the, yet again, friendliest characters to deal with, but that's gonna be fine. Shazam, yet again, that's not my favorite choice when fighting bosses to have Shazam AI, but that should be fine for the most part. We'll see how it goes with the modifiers. And Starfire, boy, keep that thing away from me. And she's the fourth boss. This is bad. This is the fourth boss on tier 4, so it's gonna have a lot of health, and it's gonna have a decent amount of damage regardless of the modifiers. And then we got my boy, just like Superman. So when they added Just Like Superman to another story, because he's been added once before, I'm not sure if it's, I think it's the, no, it's not the last contract, it's either Dark Knight Soul Raids or On Ice Soul Raids, either one of them, but I think it's Dark Knights. Either one of them, but the problem with that is he's quite annoying even though he doesn't have the super shield. Because of his special one that allows him to remove all the debuffs applied on his ass, so unless you can lock this man into an infinite combo, he's gonna mess up a lot of stuff if you're relying on debuffing him. And if he's got the super shield, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Imagine if they give him the super shield without removing his function of healing that he's got in his base kit as a character. Oh boy. And that third special, that's gonna hurt. And finally, going up to tier 5, Black Canary is gonna be a joke no matter what they do. Ace Canary and Swamp Thing are generally speaking easy to deal with. With Ace Canary, you have to be a little bit careful, but should be fine. And Soulseer Dr. Fate is one annoying little bitch, because usually he's not something that kills you, he's not something that you struggle too much, but he goes special one, nya, 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 and you're not gonna be able to do anything for like 4 seconds of the game every single time he does the special one, regardless of if you block or not. And if you don't block, he's gonna have an animation where he gives you a steaming hot massage on your private parts, so not the most enjoyable stuff to deal with. And finally, we have Zatanna. We'll see yet again how it goes with Zatanna. I think she's easy enough to combo and chop, so this will... usually it heavily depends with most bosses if you're gonna be able to combo and chop stuff or not, because she might be the easiest boss in the game for people who can combo and chop, might be the hardest boss in the game for people who can't do that. And considering how she works and how the artifacts for the sword are gonna work, and we're going to have a separate video about the artifacts, it might be something related to debuffs. And might be something that's outside of the character's reach. Maybe you're going to get a very strong debuff to your character that's going to fluctuate at a certain amount of time. Like you get, for example, reduced power generation, then 10 seconds later you lose that, you get 0 defense and stuff like that. Or maybe they stack, maybe you have to tag out the damage dealer at the time of infliction of the debuff, so you don't get your damage dealer debuffed. But yeah, all we can do is wait and see how that goes. We can't say for sure. And the last thing is that we got the images for the heroics. I'm not gonna put all of them, I'm just gonna put it at the point where the face kind of changes. We had for chilling here, resting bitch face, then we have slightly mad waifu over here, then we have suspicious waifu over here, and we have Call the Priest right now waifu over here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, kind of all I had to show you. Again, a separate video I'll do about the artifacts that are gonna get introduced, because those are quite interesting as well. Thanks so much for watching, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!